What game is easy to learn but also very satisfying to play?
Any Katamari game. The only controls are the joysticks, and you start out with this very small ball and have to slowly build ball by running over stuff. You go from basically mouse size to absorbing a planet throughout the game.
A great two-player game called Patchwork.
Space Cadet Pinball. Minesweeper. If you can stomach a paragraph of reading, it's ridiculously easy to learn. The First Plants vs. Zombies.
Keep talking and nobody explodes. Requires 2 people and can really challenge your communication skills. Helps a ton if you already know Morse code, but you can stumble your way through regardless.
What's a tip most new Redditors might need? Something you wish you knew?
Hashtag this is what happens. Edit, when you try to use a hashtag. No matter how much you think you know about one particular subject, someone on Reddit still knows more than you about it.
You can unsubscribe from subs. Seriously, go to the comments of r/pics and it sounds like they're forced to be there.
I would say search before posting, but the search functionality in Reddit is shit. No matter what you say, there is always someone who will downvote you for no reason. Don't take it personal.
Don't be surprised by what gets up votes and what gets down votes. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't.
Crimeans/Ukrainians of Reddit. What was it like when the peninsula was annexed by Russia? What is life like / how has life changed now? For those who have been to Las Vegas, what's your what happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas story?
I am a dude. Was, mistakenly, I think, drugged at a club. Woke up sitting on a bench in the employee parking area of the MGM. Aside from being really sick for the next 24 hours, I thankfully wasn't robbed or harmed in any other way. 3 people in an alley. 1 guy leaning against the wall. 1 woman on her knees sucking his dick. Another guy pissing on the woman. Las Vegas is basically concentrated Florida *TM.
I was an Elvis impersonator in one of those high-class nudie shows.
All my fucking money sure stayed there.
What is something only assholes buy?
Drum kits for other people's kids.
Calvin pissing on _ bumper stickers. Balls for your truck.
In my short tenure at a sunglasses store, I don't remember one single Oakley radar lock buyer who didn't fit the dude bro douchebag stereotype to a T.
Tap out gear.
$90,000 bro dozer trucks. Affliction shirts. Those bedazzled bootcut jeans. Yeti hats, stickers, Ds and related gear.
What's a simple romantic gesture that actually means a lot?
Remembering something they said a long time ago that hasn't been talked about since. Shows you listened and cared enough to remember it.
Forehead kiss.
When she looks at me and smiles for no particular reason other than she's happy to be spending time with me.
Unexpected snacks. Kissing their head or cheek as you go by or just stopping to give a hug randomly. Why the fuck am I reading this? It's like slowly pushing the knife a little deeper.
Non-native English speakers of Reddit, what are some English language expressions that are commonly used in your country and the way we will use foreign phrases like "c'est la vie" or "hasta la vista"?
In Argentina we say shopping to refer to a mall.
The word shitstorm has entered common German parlance, and Angela Merkel even casually used it during a press conference recently.
Sweet here. We use the word random a lot. My guess is that it came from the type of humor that was popular around 10 years ago, for which there was no suitable word in our language. Nowadays it's used for all sorts of random events.
In Taiwan we use bye-bye a lot instead of the Chinese term for it.
What is the biggest financial mistake you made in your 20s?
Supporting the lifestyle of two people, when both of us were making money. It's a lot easier to segue into a new life when you aren't still getting someone else's bills.
In 1992. Going bald at 22. Went to Apollo Hair Salon in Jacksonville, Florida. Spent $1,500.00 for a hair weave. Ripped it out after 2 days. Biggest waste of money.
Bought a $36,000 car. Probably shouldn't have done that. Would have rather saved the money. The car is about to be paid off, so I just look at it as a lesson learned.
Currently 21, going to an expensive college that I had no business going to.
I got accepted to a university several hours away and was offered a scholarship for $25,000. Instead I went to a more local school so I could stay with my boyfriend. We broke up halfway through first year.
In America, names like John and Mary are known as common names. What are the John and Mary names of other countries?
In Egypt about 90% of the male population is called either Muhammad, Ahmed or Mahmoud, a lot more diversity when it comes to female names though.
In Tunisia, I'd say it's Ahmed and Mariam. I know at least 10 of each.
Mario Rossi is the standard name in Italy. Edit, Alessandro, Andrea, Marco, Filippo and Mattia are wildly popular too for boys.
In Brazil, Portuguese is João and Maria. In Iceland, John and Gunnar. Netherlands, Jan, Dawn, Emma would be some.
For some reason, Grace is a wildly popular name for Korean American girls. We had so many Grace Kims that we had to distinguish by middle initial, and sometimes they even had the same middle initial.
When is the worst time to say I love you?
While getting a prostate exam. When you're at someone's doorstep selling chocolate bars.
When you don't actually love them.
When you're getting off the bus and thanking the driver.
During a job interview.
When getting beat up in prison.
When you are about to be frozen in carbonite by a Sith Lord.